welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna keep rambling because that's what I love to do. Like I said, I would have just become a YouTuber and not done ASMR. I'm using ASMR as an excuse to be a YouTuber. And, if you have any suggestions, I haven't gotten any suggestions. What sounds to film, for a full video. And I feel like I've already done every sound anyway. Like I've done mouth sounds and hand sounds. Or I guess I could do it while I'm talking. Would that be relaxing? I don't know, but comment down below if you have any suggestions. What you want to hear, because I want to make what you want to hear. And until I get any, I'm just gonna film what I want to film. So, like I said, I wanted to make a full video about my experience with dating. You already know my history. Y'all already know. I still have never been in a relationship. The only thing I've had close to one was in 2020. And that lasted about 2 months or so. And before that, there was something like in 2019 that lasted about the same time, 2 months. They always happen at summer. That's why, that's the good thing about summer. Because, summer is the worst time for me. I get seasonal depression every year. But I've also noticed that, these things happen in the darkest time. There's something beautiful about that, I love a good metaphor. But yeah, in 2019, I've told the story before. In 2019, I met someone online and we were talking for a couple months, well, 2 months, and we went on a few dates and we would always go, we would meet up every single day, I remember. And same thing with 2020. I think, should I name them? I feel like I should name them, like famous people name, or just call them by the year. But in 2019, we would meet every single day, and then how it ended was, he just stopped talking. We would text, and I felt like one day I was just like, let me just stop being the first one to message, In any relationship, every single one, friendship, I'm always the first one. And if I don't message first, I never hear from them again. And I'm pretty sure I can't be the only one like that, There has to be other people that, have people like that. And thankfully, I do have people who message me first, like my one friend from work. She's the nicest. It's so sweet how nice she is and how she always wants to talk to me, Especially because, I've always felt like, I don't think this person likes me, And with her, I know she makes it known that she likes me as a friend. So I'm very thankful to have a person like that in my life, that I don't need to be like, oh my gosh, are we friends? If I never message her again, she'll never message me. Because she does message me if it's been a while, and I'll message her if it's been a while, But, in 2019, back to the... Sorry, I always get off track, and I know it's probably hard to keep up with me. I just ramble and talk about random things, and I'm just a walking meme. I always say random memes. But yeah, same thing with 2020. We met online, and it ended with him blocking me. Well, I guess this in 2020 was more of a relationship, even though we never got official. Neither one of these situationships, neither one was official. They never asked me to be their boyfriend. But 2020 was more of a relationship because he was so sweet. He was the sweetest anyone's ever been to me. That's the only reason why I'm like, I have no bad feelings, even though he blocked me twice. He came back, I think 3 times. He came back and blocked me again. And then he came back again and then blocked me again. And I don't understand why I have no bad feelings toward him. Is it just because he was always sweet, and even when he left, it was never he never done anything mean, intentionally to hurt me other than blocking me, I always felt like that. And same thing with the other one in 2019. Like, he did eventually block me, I think. Like, what happened there is that I stopped messaging him and then it just ended. We never talked ever again after that. And then, he blocked me eventually. And then I added him back years later. Like, I think last year, 2021. And we talked a little bit. He's already in a relationship, another one. And he's been in one, I think, for 3 years. I guess since we stopped talking, not even broke up. That's what's so frustrating. I never had a boyfriend, but I've had exes. That's how it feels like. Oh my gosh, I need to tell you, I had the worst dream. I'm pretty sure I don't even need to look up what the meaning is because it's pretty self-explanatory. I woke up just the other day. I woke up from the worst dream. I mean, I've had worse dreams, but I had a dream that I was in my room, my old bedroom, and I walked and sat on my bed, and I looked out my window, and there was all my exes, these people, 2019 and 2020, sitting outside the window on a bench with their new boyfriends, their new relationships, just watching me in my bedroom. Like, I'm pretty sure what this means, and I don't even need to have a dream. Like, what was the point of that dream? I'm already living that online. Like, when I know I shouldn't follow. I follow 2019, and I don't even think he follows me back. He used to. After we stopped talking, he followed me, and then he unfollowed me. The only reason I feel comfortable enough to see that and to follow him back is because that's a whole nother story, but ultimately, I didn't think we were, he probably didn't think the same either. It was more of a friendship, looking back. It was more of friends hanging out, trying to make it work, that's what it felt like. We were friends trying to date, that's what it felt like. But even then, it's like, why was he so, it feels like he had something against me since he's not following me back and not talking to me. Because it's like, we still had a good time, I still had a good time. But I don't know, that's whatever. Seeing him now with his boyfriend, I don't even feel like I'm not like jealous or anything. I'm at least able to tell if I have any jealousy. Of course it would be that he found someone, he found a new relationship and he's, moved on in that sense. And I mean, yeah, of course I moved on too, but I mean, I haven't found something like that. So if anything, it's that and not, oh my gosh, I wish that was me, That sounds so horrible, but, when I first saw that he had a new boyfriend, I was like, happy that he found someone, But anyway, 2020, I don't follow him anymore, and he blocked me, and I don't talk to him at all. I don't know if he's dating anyone, but, that dream was so annoying. It's like, I already know that I already lived that looking online, I'm pretty sure all the people that I've been on dates with are in happy relationships, moved on, and they're not even watching me. Like, that's not the worst part, but like in this dream, they were watching me, and maybe that's the sign. I guess that's the meaning behind that, is that they do remember me and they do talk about me. And I mean, it's not like I want that. So, I wish they talked about me. Yeah, I guess that's kind of nice, but it's not what I'm hoping for, if anything, what I'm hoping for. But all that to say, I didn't even talk about where I'm at right now. In 2020, that was the last time. I think in 2022, I started dating again, and it was not good. Like, I can't even remember the dates. Most of them are like hookups, and I haven't done anything like that. That's why I don't do hookups anymore. I'm not good at hooking up, I can barely talk to people. I mean, I'm good now. Compared to high school, I was the worst. I was not able to go on a date, But now, I'm so much better that I can talk and be more comfortable. At least that faking that, you know. But the last date that I've been on, oh my gosh, I'll film another video. It's already over 10 minutes. I can't even get started on what happened on that date. So to sum it up, that date did not go well. And I haven't gone on a date since. That was in January, and it's already May right now. And as of right now, nothing's really happening. I can't really go into what's happening right now. I don't know if I should talk about it. I have been talking to someone, but it's not like that. Also, another weird thing is that 2020 knew about my videos. He watched my videos. That's why I'm like, I don't know if he's watching. And he was the only person I ever told. Well, I guess since I followed 2019, he probably knows of my channel, but most people, I never tell unless I, talk to them for at least a month or two. And 2019, I thought, I really liked him, but there was something missing. With 2020, I really thought something could have happened, It also did, honestly, it did feel like maybe something was missing, but that could have been like me not being able to be myself, or him not being able to be himself. It also felt like he was hiding something, that there was something he wasn't telling me. So that's what I felt like. What could have been the thing that I felt was missing, But I did feel like something could definitely have, you know, it could have become something. And ultimately it did, like even without even being official, that was something. And I always say, if that's all that I ever get, it's already been 3 years since then. If that's all that I ever get, then, I mean, it's fine with me because it was the best. And he was the best to me. Besides how it ended with him blocking me. And even then, it's like, I think he's just going through something personal, I don't know, it's so annoying because, like, people see dating differently than me. Everyone sees dating differently than me. I know some people see it like this too. It's like I'm just, how do you say that? Replacing soulmate with my person. But ultimately, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referring to, but like, um, same thing with, with my problem with saying gay. People have a negative connotation to the word. So it's like, that's why I feel the need to find a different word and associate myself with a different word. And, when you say soulmate, it's like someone you're destined to be with and all that. And that's like, I'm not talking about that. Even, that's why I refer to my person. That's why I refer to it as my person. Because if it's not my person, the person, if it's not the one, it's the one that I end up with, That's what I'm referring to. And, um, and I mean, yeah, even take out soulmate, whatever happens in your life, that's what's meant to happen. The people that come into your life are your soulmates. Well, the people that stay in your life. And the people that help you to grow and, that you have these best relationships with, those are your soulmates. In terms of someone that's, meant for you and perfect for you, I don't know, I feel like it exists. And the thing about that is, most people don't find them, Even the people that are in relationships, they're not with their soulmate. And I feel like they subconsciously know it, I know I'm not gonna assume that, you know me, I'm never like, this is exactly what that is, Maybe to them, they just don't believe it. I mean, yes, they don't believe in soulmate at all. So if that's what they believe, then it's true for them. And it doesn't exist for them. I hate to say that, oh, that's your truth, because it sounds weird, But it is true for you. That's what I thought about people who don't believe in soulmates. This is just a theory. I'm not saying this about every single person that believes that, don't take it personally. I know someone's gonna be like, excuse me, that's not what I feel. They're gonna be so offended by it. But I mean, I feel like maybe, okay, these people are just like, they think, they don't want to come to that realization that the person that they're with is just someone that they stumbled across and they don't want to, they feel like there is someone else out there, but they haven't found them. And, because, yeah, I would love to hope that you end up with their soulmate, with their person I'm going to refer to as my person. I would love to believe that you do end up with their person, but ultimately, I already know that it's not true for everyone. And that's why I'm really scared that that's the case for me. Of course, I hope that I end up with someone, and of course, I hope that person is my person. I hope this all makes some sense, but I know that it's just not true for some people, that they never meet their person, and it's for a reason. Like, in this life, you just weren't meant for that, and you were meant to focus on yourself or something else. Maybe that's a sign for me. My thing is, I think I said this before, if I'm gonna be remembered, I want it to be for love and music. The two things most important to me in life, love and music. That's why it's been so frustrating all these years to not have had any luck with it, either of them. Finding someone or finding some way to figure out how to make music. And I could have found even a person, a friend, to help me figure out how to produce. Because you have to know people. But it's so frustrating to think, because like I always go back and forth. Okay, I can't find my person. Go back to music. Okay, I can't figure out how to make music, how to produce music. I'm always writing, and I just don't know how to bring it to life. But I go back and forth, and nothing ever works. And I already know, like, if I'm gonna stumble across my person, it's gonna be on my path, not when I'm intentionally going out to find him. It's like, yeah, that's kind of what dating apps are. Ultimately, going to find someone, but it's like, how else are you gonna put yourself out there if not out there? I don't know, it's so frustrating, all of it. And it's not like, I have to say it, I feel like I have to say this all the time. It's not like, oh, I can't find a relationship, it's so frustrating. It's like, anyone can find a relationship, anyone can find someone that likes them, and you can build a relationship from that. Especially if you don't believe in soulmates or your person, you can absolutely do that. It's easier for you to do that. But I've always had trouble doing that, and I couldn't do that to that person. And it never ended well when I did try to do that. But I've already talked for too much, so that's where I'm at. I haven't been on a date since. I've still been on dating apps, but, talking on and off again with some people here and there, not even. That's how it's always been. I feel like I'm talking to this person for a couple of months and then nothing. Then another person I'm talking to never goes anywhere. And some of those people end up being friends, which I love. I always love. At least we're able to, be friends and talk about life. Especially when there's no animosity, is that the right word? I'm not that smart. When there's no bad feelings. Like, there's been people that have been so mad at me for not liking them. Like, why would you be mad? That's like a girl being mad at me for not being straight. I mean, I guess some people, no, there's no. It's like I've never been mad at someone. I've been sad, I've been disappointed, been let down. That they didn't like me or feel the same about me, but it's like, that's not their fault. And I mean, it is different to completely reject someone. If someone was mean to you, then that's completely different. But like, I try to be as nice as I can, and the only reason I don't, reach out and try to be nice is because people take that as flirting, and you know, and I don't want to do that to people either. But anyway, that's pretty much all. What else can I say? I'll talk about the dating story in another video. That's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for letting me basically complain about my dating life. And that's not to be like, oh, feel bad for when you're young, like that's so sad to think about. All my firsts are gonna be when I'm. Hopefully, it is. No, I'm not even think. I mean, same thing with manifestation. It's like I've thought of that idea since last year. I think I started last year, and nothing has really come from that. But you never know. Let's just not even think about when that happens. Let's just think that it will happen. I guess that's more what manifestation is about. Not when, but that it will happen. It's like dreaming. You don't know the time, you don't know when it is, or I don't know if there's any connection there. But yeah, that's the only reason that I am like, oh my gosh, I'm getting older. But ultimately, I'm not like, oh, I don't want people to be like, oh, don't worry, someone's gonna come along, you're gonna find that person. Like, thank you, but that's not why I'm, even talking about this. If anything, I want to show someone who, first of all, can understand what I'm saying, to show them that they're not alone. And I mean, I know I'm not alone, but I guess to validate your feelings. Because it's like people always say you shouldn't feel this. And it's like, well, how are you gonna say not to feel that? You should be allowed to feel however you feel. It's like when you feel sad, you should just feel sad. Like the important thing to remember though is to move on from it, allow it, but then remember the space. Give the space after to move on from it, don't wallow in it forever. I'm not saying feel like that forever. I'm saying it's more important to let it out. Especially these kinds of feelings. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to feel. I feel like empty and especially right after letting this out, like filming this video, even it helps me because I let it out. It's like talking to your friend, like they don't need to answer, they don't need to be like, okay, this is what you do, solve all your problems. The point is to be there to listen. Really, that's all that people need, they just need to vent and let it out. Karens know that all too well. I will always reference her. That's pretty much it. No more rambling. Thank you for listening. Comment below what you want to see next week. Maybe you can comment a topic, because I like talking, apparently. I love talking and rambling. It's not like I'm out of ideas what to even talk about. I could talk about anything, bitch. But if you want to hear me talk about something,